Good morning. Or afternoon, rather. Yeah, I recorded this in the morning, probably be out by the afternoon. Yeah, not a video I wanted to do at all. So, yeah, I just thought I would do it this way because it's such a long thing to type out to let people know what's going on. Uh, yeah, so I was supposed to be fighting on the 27th of November at Villa Park. Fortunately, it's probably not going to happen, which I'm absolutely gutted about. I say probably not, it's not going to happen after having the advice I've been given. Yeah, so obviously lots of people have donated already and lots of people have bought tickets, which I cannot implore and thank you enough for. Like, genuinely, I really, really appreciate all of the support from everyone. And I just want to kind of put your minds at ease and let you know that that's not going to go to waste, but I'll just give you an update as to why I won't be fighting on the 27th, unfortunately, which I've said I'm gutted about. This training has been nothing but positive for me. I've enjoyed it so much. Times I've found myself out of my depth, regardless of kickboxing background in the past. Like the groundwork, the way you train, it's completely different, and it's something I thoroughly enjoyed. And I like to think I've tried to take to it like a fish to water. But yeah, it's been difficult. Come home bruises, not being able to move, training 3-4 times a week. It's been fantastic. I've absolutely adored it, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to continue. But to let you know what's gone on, basically, it's just been a manic week. So, little man was in hospital on Wednesday night. He's absolutely fine, but we were at hospital all night over in Warwick, about half hour from ourselves. For people that aren't located near me, yeah, he's absolutely fine, but we were in all night, and then car that we were there in broke down. So myself and my dad were essentially trying to bump start that for a good half an hour, and tried several times, and in the end getting there, but not getting home till around half past five in the morning, from being there at about 10 o'clock at night, something like that. So that was knackering, of course. So get home, zero sleep. Not at work that day. Absolutely fine throughout the day. No problem at all. Gets to about 6 o'clock on the evening and I just start to get this pain in my right hand side. I thought nothing of it. I thought it was probably something to do with either training, because I'm sore anyway, or with pushing the car. I've probably pulled a muscle or something like that. Or worse comes to worse, I've got a bit of a hernia and I'll get it checked out in a couple of days. Hour goes by, intensifying, it's radiating from my lower right abdomen to my back, my side, like my lower back. This is as well, and slightly higher. It's just radiating all over, and sometimes going into the middle, near my stomach, near my belly button, just below, and around my groin. I just thought, what is this, man? But like, doesn't stop, keeps intensifying to the point where I'm in absolute agony, and not ashamed to say it, like I'm on the verge of tears. And I'd like to think that my pain threshold is quite high, and anyone that was there for my broken leg would probably testify that I looked more uncomfortable than I did in pain when I broke my leg. But yeah, this just buckled me, absolutely buckled me. So I thought, okay, maybe it's an appendicitis coming on, and maybe, you know, not take any risks. My appendix might rupture or something like that, because you read these horror stories. So I thought I'll call 111. Which I did. Like, at this point, I'm groaning. I'm just trying to get comfortable because it's just constant. There's no let up. Like someone was stabbing the insides, but then squeezing. There's just loads of pressure, and you just want relief, but didn't stop. So I ring 111. They tell me that they're gonna have a clinician call me back, but they feel that they may call me back and arrange an ambulance. So I thought, oh shit, okay. Like, should be a pretty quick phone call anyway, and that was after being on hold for 40 minutes. Bless them. Phone call doesn't come. Pain's getting worse to the point where I can't move now. Still no phone call. So, obviously the missus has got the little one. Oh, bear with me a second. ISO has gone down. Missus has got the little one, so obviously there's little she can do. Bless her. Call my mum. No, I'm in bits. Like, you need to take me to A&E. I'm in absolute agony. Something's not right. Blah, 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 blah. Get to A&E at about 8:30, 9 o'clock, I think it is. Still no call from the clinician, by the way. Let reception know what the situation is. I sit down and I'm seen by triage literally within 10-15 minutes, and it was pretty busy, so I think they suspected it could be appendicitis and they need to get me checked pretty quickly, which they did. Again, put all the notes through the system, blah blah blah. Sit me down. I'm sat in A&E for probably another 15 minutes struggling, but straight back, and they call me through. And I'm put into a corner on a chair, just a bit of a recliner, literally like a little corner. I feel sorry for all the nursing staff. Must be getting stick left, right, and centre, because the hospitals are fucked at the moment. You got whiteboards separating cubicles to get more people in. Like, there's no beds. People are just sat on chairs. Like, it's insane. It's literally like third world in a first world country. It's ridiculous, and you can only blame the government. But hey ho. Yeah. So I'm there. They come and take my bloods immediately. Put me on put a cannula in. Put me on a IV. Get my fluids in me, and then put some paracetamol through the IV, and give me some Oromorph. Turn this down. Not really. Yeah, so I'm on Oromorph, and I've never really liked morphine before. I had it for my leg and I hated it, but it was my absolute best friend this time. I knew I was going to be in for a long night, in terms of being seen. So yeah, obviously went through everything. I was there. This is about 9:15 now. Finally get some relief and sleep for a few hours, and then I'm seen by a doctor at about 10 o'clock. So goes through the blood. After that's been, and basically tells me that my kidney isn't functioning properly. At this point, I'm like, oh fuck, like what is going on? Kidney's not functioning. Okay. I've not really had any sort of inclination as to why that would be. I'd had little things, but I wouldn't really associate them with my kidney. So yeah, at this point I'm not panicking, but I'm a little bit worried. But then also that there is something wrong, and that I've not just kind of thought this pain up out of nowhere. So I'm thinking, okay, it can be treated. Go back to sit in my corner for a couple of hours. He's giving me a piss part at this point, so it's like, I need a urine sample. I'm like, cool. Go and give me a urine sample. At this point, it's about 12:15. Waiting for another half hour. 45 minutes I think I was waiting for. Fell asleep again. He's come back round, tested the wee, and then tells me that there's protein and blood in my urine, and I'm like, right, okay. The immediate thing that's gone into my head then is like, shit, like there's something seriously wrong. Like, not my appendix, it's definitely my kidney. I'm like, my kidney's shutting down or something like that. And he's basically said, we need to admit you. Unfortunately, it looks like we were going through it. It was like, I don't know what it is. You usually kind of find this thing. He was asking me if I take steroids, drugs, blah, blah, blah. Because the reason that proteins are in there are usually those sorts of things, or down to just, there's lots of different reasons, but those reasons didn't fit me, for example. So he wasn't sure why that was, other than potential blockage in my kidney and potential kidney stones. But at this point I'm thinking, oh fuck, like, is there a tumour? Is it cancerous? Like, what's going on? So he's like, more than likely we're gonna go and get you a CT scan. We'll book you in to get a CT scan, but what time that's gonna be, I don't know. It'll be after I've changed over on shift, and we're gonna more than likely need to admit you and get you a bed. Problem is, there's no beds, and if I'm completely honest, you probably end up with no bed. I was like, okay, cool. But I'm thinking, for me to have the operation, you're gonna have to have got me on a ward, surely. This time it's like 1:30. Nothing's happening. I'm asleep. Get called in 2 o'clock. I get my CT scan, to be fair. Go in for that, and they confirm that there's a blockage in my kidney, fluid in my kidney that needs to be drained, and an 8mm fucking kidney stone that's travelling down my urethral tract, which doesn't sound big, but in the scheme of kidney stones, it's fucking big. So I'm like, okay. I'll get told this after, waiting around for another hour. Everyone then confirms, we've got to get you operated on. These are your options, blah, blah, blah. You nil by mouth from now on. At this point, I've not eaten nothing since 3-4 o'clock in the day anyway. and I'm just knackered, so I'm not really that fussed. But I've been in the hospital for 6 hours now, and now guaranteed that I need an operation and that I need a bed, but just knowingly thinking I'll probably won't get another bed for another 3 hours. Nurses were fantastic, kept me dosed up with painkillers, etc. And it was at this point I had to have a suppository up my arse, one of the stronger painkillers, and it was not the putting up my bum, but the painkiller itself, like the effects of it were amazing. I didn't really feel any pain then for a good 9 hours, and I say 9 hours because I was back to my chair. And I'll put a photo in. Like, I literally just sat in a chair from 9 o'clock the evening before up until 1:30 the next day to when I was taken to surgery, because there are no beds. And it's insane. So, taken down to surgery. Essentially, I had to have a... I've had to have a stent put in, so that's gone through my penis, through my urinary tract, right up to my kidney, and that's just going to keep the urethral tract wide enough for me to be able to wee, basically. So the first few were full of blood, and I mean literally just pissed blood. Come out of surgery about 3 o'clock, left, got home for about 5 o'clock yesterday. No, sorry. 4 o'clock yesterday. Yeah. So had that, but then I've got another operation in 3 to 4 weeks' time to remove the blockage and remove the actual kidney stone itself. So that's the reason, and essentially because of that, I can't do any exercise, any strenuous exercise, can't train, and they basically said with regards to the fight, like, you've got no chance, because I'm more than likely be having my operation around that time anyway. So yeah, 2 operations to get all of this sorted. I'm just hoping that there's nothing else underlying, which I don't think there will be. Yeah, that's where I'm at, unfortunately. So I've spoken to the organisers. I'm working with them to get the tickets transferred over to the next event, because I'm going to do this event 100%. I just don't want people to think that their money's going to waste in terms of what's been donated to the Cancer Research Charity. That GoFundMe page will stay open. Just giving page will stay open. I really, really appreciate all of that. And I'm sorry it's taken me like 12 and a half, 13 minutes to go through this. But yeah, and in terms of the ticket money, I'm going to be speaking to them to see whether they can refund the money or they can just transfer it over to the next event. But I'm just saying this for people that were going to buy tickets that haven't already. Don't do that for me. Not yet. Yeah. I'm fucking pisser. Not to... no pun intended. But yeah, that's about where I'm at. So thank you for watching. I will keep you updated for the people that are obviously supposed to be going. I might be speaking to the organisers to see if I can actually live stream the event anyway. Yeah, and hopefully I can get into an event pretty quickly after Christmas, because I've done nothing but enjoy this, and I'm going to continue to do it. But unfortunately, this shit's happened. So yeah, as you can tell, not feeling very great, not feeling well. Just gotta get on with it, and hopefully we can get one sorted. So yeah, take it easy. Thanks for your support so far. Keep you updated. Been your boy Carl. Boys.